Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our call tonight. I am super excited to have you guys on the call with us tonight. And yeah, so let's get right into it. We've got some great testimonials. We really want to talk about finding your way of working, something that is going to fit your personality so that you really can build your business. And we've got some great stories tonight. We really want to help you to find your way that makes life easy for you and that you can really build your business in 2023. So super excited to really get this show on the road. I would like to get right into it. So as you're building your business, you need to find something that will go with your personality and your time frame that you have available. When I started the business just over 28 years ago, it feels like yesterday. But when I got started, I had 3 small babies at home. I was running my own hair salon. So I really was this crazy, crazy, busy person. And, you know, often people say when you want something done, go to somebody that's already very busy. So that was totally me. I didn't believe that I would have time for the business, but I was very, very excited about my result. And then, you know, just started to talk. In those days, we were really stuck with no social media, no internet. So it was talking live to people. And I really we really built the business from zero to president's team within 4 years with shake parties. There was no other way. So we really found that to work for us very well. And still today, it's one of my best ways. And I love challenges. Working with weight loss challenges and working with weight loss as a whole has always worked for me because I feel passionate about helping people to lose their weight. So the first thing that we want you to determine, and Amal, if you are here, you can interrupt me because I'd like you to also share with us your way. But the big thing is for you to start, especially for the newbies, is to start with getting your first result, obviously yourself, because, you know, it really comes from confidence about sharing your own result that will help you to help others. So a big thing is to start to get your own personal result and then to start introducing products to friends and family and, you know, even tastings that is very casual. You know, it doesn't have to be anything formal. You could be visiting, you don't want to talk business to your family all the time, but take out a snack. We've got delicious snacking, get people to taste the products, make them delicious desserts, something I just did this weekend. So you could do it in a very informal way, but you can also do it in a more corporate, you know, go out to businesses, go and do tastings there, go and talk about wellness. You can do social media, obviously, is something that you want to do as well. On top of everything else. But the challenges, our 10-day challenges are very, very successful. Flyers, ads, and invitations. The printed media is not that much used nowadays, but make sure that you have some form of information, a flyer, a business card, something that you can leave behind when you're out there talking to people, because it's really a conversation starter, and start, you know, swapping cards with other people. Like if you give them your card, you take their card, often they're not going to contact you, but you put them into a contact list and you can go back when you've got then your next shake party or a promotion or next challenge that you want to promote, then you've got a whole list of numbers that you can go to. And also business in service, when you for me, that means, you know, you've got people that you have supported for many years, for, you know, for hairdressers, people that you have supported, you can go back to them. Grand openings obviously works very well, and you can different ways of actually presenting and getting people to taste the products. It could be more formal, as I said, or more casual, and fitness camps, or a form of fitness that you attract people to the business without actually inviting them to Herbalife, but then in the process you are introducing the products with tasting, with wellness evaluations, etc. And then obviously when you're focusing on the business side, you want to do the business showcase, you want to send a video, you want to get people to attend online events. So okay, all right, so let's go to the next slide. Okay, sorry. One of the things, this is a sheet that we shared with you guys on the groups, and it's really for you to find, again, your way that you're going to find your time management, that you can build your business around you know, the choices that you're making. And specifically for you guys that's part-time, we will also allow some questions at the end later. One of the things is that life is very, very busy. So if you don't plan your diary, if you don't plan your business, life is just going to happen to you by default. And then you're not going to be able to get your leads out, to actually be talking to people and to find a way, what we say, your flow of doing your business on a daily basis, so that you can build momentum and that you can start actually seeing results. This is a business, and it takes a certain amount of time that you need to invest to actually to start getting more customers and getting more members. So you've got to start your day with also obviously personal development, and motivation is very, very important. So early morning, find your, you know, something that motivates you. Jim Rohn and Mark Hughes really is our business philosophers, and Mark Hughes is so inspirational with how he started the business, and great tips on retail and, you know, just getting your mindset right. And even though he started the business 42 years ago, the basics stay the same. Then doing your healthy breakfast, you're making your own shake, take a picture of it, post it on your status, and really start, you know, following up. I have a broadcast list of customers that are buying actively from me, and some of them are buying not all the time, but they all stay in my group, and I try to give them value. I often talk Herbalife, but I often also just give great information, sometimes a joke, sometimes a recipe, but you want to give them value on a daily basis. So make sure that you do those. Then you have an event of the day. If you are going to go live, if you are going to maybe do a shake party late in the week, you want to be out at putting that out. So it's so important to plan your month, that you know what it is that you're promoting. When is the next challenge starting? Our next challenge is starting tomorrow. So this last week, you must have been inviting lots of people. Tonight is like when you have your group not full yet. I've got 2 more spots, so I'm going to work still till tonight to fill those spots. Okay, so you can do your Insta, your WhatsApp, your Facebook stories, and different stories. You know, it doesn't have to be Herbalife all the time. You want people to find value. Sometimes it's your dog, your cat, your kids, and then you come with, you know, something Herbalife, a nice recipe, or you're drinking your shake and showing fun, showing some results of yourself, showing results of other people. And then when you start your 10 conversations, you want to go look at who was looking. So you can do all this work with posting stuff, and then you might default in going to look who's actually looking. So what I would like to advise you to do is to start with having 2 conversations. You know, find an easy number for you to do so that you can actually do those and, you know, get some results. And if you're going out shopping or paying bills or going to the bank or putting petrol, try to have some live conversations. As I said, when Jim Rohn says what's easy to do is also easy not to do. I've done this slide with you guys a few times, but sometimes maybe you need to see it a few times to find something that you think, okay, I can do this. So I want you to make notes tonight. Decide and say, well, I'm in 2023, I'm going to build my business. I'm going to find a way of working, and I'm going to do this, this, and this, so that you find your 2 or 3 ways that you are going to be inviting people to different events, whether it's a shake tasting, whether it's doing the X challenge, whether it's a fit club, to whether you want to start a book club, whatever, something that floats your boat. Okay, and then your personal development again. So find 3 to 5 people that you want to invite to events, which is the business side, the HMs, live HMs. There's so many opportunities, and obviously to get your retail. So choose your activities, a minimum of 2. Whether you're going to do the exercise, as I said, tasting, shake party, wellness evaluation, a skin party, a challenge, a 3-day or 7-day trial, and walk and talk branded. Your button is still one of the easiest ways to start a conversation with people. Business opportunities, shares, and promotions. And then working your business up the ladder with the marketing plan. Okay, so once you've done that and you now wanting to track what you are doing, it's important to you, if you want to use your diary, whether you want to print these up, whether you want to say, yes, I've ticked up, I've written down my numbers. And, Jim Rohn always said there's not as much space for long excuses. Just try to do your numbers, and that you really are tracking and getting the people's names down, and that you also code them. Like for me, if you don't want to lose, some contacts when you need to get back to them, what I do is I like to actually say to, code it. If it's somebody from Facebook, it's an FB. If it's a live chat, then it's a live chat, or maybe somewhere where you meet the person, but have a code so that when you actually do a broadcast, then you have them coded. So when you want to send out, okay, my next event's happening, I can just go to that group and I send my invitation out easily. If it's somebody that says to you, I want you to call me back at month end, go to the end of your month in the last week of the month and write the name and the number down. Because you will forget. If you don't find a way that you're tracking all the activity that you're doing, you're going to lose some business. And at the end of the day, you want to now write down the results. If you're looking at January now, tomorrow's month end, you want to go and see how many new senior consultant preferred customers did you get? How many VIP customers really preferred customers, but full retail customers, or some people that you might buy products from you. You can do your personal, little promotions that you want to do to keep them around, to give them maybe some bars, maybe some shakers, whatever. And what they bought, and then your members, what the volumes were, and so that you are clear about the results that you had. If you're not printing these up, make sure that you, as I say, do your diary, find a way for you to actually be tracking your business, that you know exactly what is going on. Okay, so we've got some great interviews, and we've got some recordings on the interviews tonight. So our first interview is live. Matlala, are you with us, darling? Let me see if I see her. Are you? Okay. It seems like I don't see her on the call yet. Matlala, are you with us, darling? No, you're not. Okay, not a problem. We'll see if she comes back and chats to us. Let me share her story just briefly. She came to an event in July, I think it was, and was really a guest. She just joined to lose a little bit of weight. And 4 months later, look at her result. Looking amazing. She's qualified supervisor. She's got a downline supervisor already in the Royalty Club, and doing a consistent more than 1,000 points as a supervisor, around 2,000 points. The month is not done yet. And so really a move and shaker, doing the business part-time. So we will see if she joins, and she will definitely share a story, very much working with branding, wearing a button, talking to people, but and has always her pitch book with her. So she starts a conversation. She shows her own results. She shows the results of other people and using the events a lot. So really, really great story. She's also bought a ticket. She's qualified for the LDW. She's bought a ticket to fly from Joburg, from Victoria to Cape Town and to attend the event. So, you know, for a brand new person, really, really serious. Well done and very proud of you. Okay. So here we have an interview. Let me see if I can get the sound moving. Oh my word, I need to share sound now.
Good evening.
Okay.
It's my absolute pleasure tonight to introduce Candace, our energy buddy of...
Let me go back.
Okay. Good evening. Okay. It's my absolute pleasure tonight to introduce Candace, our energy buddy of our team. Candace, please share you how Herbalife found you and what is your product result with Herbalife.
Hi there, guys. Good evening, everybody. I'm Candace Josias. I am a 35-year-old mother, now automatic kids of 4. I'm engaged with an amazing guy, Luke Houston, my partner. Herbalife found me in 2017. When I was stock control manager, I was a workaholic and didn't have any time for my kids. I only joined the Herbalife business because I needed more energy, but I lacked something passionate in my life because I only work for a boss, but I love my job.
Also, there's nothing happening now?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to go back.
Whoops.
Because I wasn't hearing anything myself. I'm sorry.
No problem.
Okay, so apologies, everybody.
Also, I love my job.
Okay. I'm going to start from the beginning.
Good evening. Okay. It's my absolute pleasure tonight to introduce Candace, our energy buddy of our team. Candace, please share you how Herbalife found you and what is your product result with Herbalife.
Hi there, guys. Good evening, everybody. I'm Candace Josias. I am a 35-year-old mother, now automatic kids of 4. I'm engaged with an amazing guy, Luke Houston, my partner. Herbalife found me in 2017. When I was stock control manager, I was a workaholic and didn't have any time for my kids. I only joined the Herbalife business because I needed more energy, but I lacked something passionate in my life because I only work for a boss, but I love my job, but needed something more. So I went on to the products. A couple of months into using the products, I got amazing results, lost 11 kg on the product, and I fell in love with the product. And also I shared it with other people. And then I found that this is an opportunity to help other people. Hence the fact that it became my passion in life to help people because I got addicted to it. So yeah, I am currently a full-time sales manager and doing the business part-time around my kids. And so it's been hectic so far, but I love what I do. And one day I would like to do this full-time.
Fantastic. And you get such impeccable results. Candace, we'll share your pictures there with us. And it's not just about weight loss. You actually came for that energy and looking for more in life.
Yeah.
So doing this business part-time, can you just share with us, how do you plan your day? You know, I know you've got limited time, tea time, lunchtime. When do you fit in Herbalife in your busy schedule? Just let know your flow. How do you go about doing that? And then maybe weekly, something like that?
Yeah. So how I basically fit my business into my daily lifestyle is, and I make it so easy for myself that I run my 10-day marathons twice a month. So when when my client is on 10-day marathon, I'm on 10-day marathon. So I have to ensure that I do my post every day. So whether it is posting my breakfast in the morning, I'll post that before I leave work in the morning. So I'll have my breakfast on the go, but ensure that I post and do the updates in my group. So my 10-day marathon group actually keeps me going throughout the day, but I use that schedule, the daily meal plan, to keep me also posted on what I need to do on a daily basis when it comes to my job and my part-time business. So I take that schedule and work around it. So when it's tea time at 10 o'clock and snack time, I will do my post. Then I will obviously do something on Facebook as well, or use my 10-day marathon updates and maybe shake posts that they did in the morning and make a small video and then post that on social media so that I can show people that we are busy with the 10-day marathon, we are active, and this is the challenges that we are running. So when it obviously goes through the day, lunchtime, snack time, meal times, I take those times, like at 1 o'clock when it's lunch again, then I'll take my break throughout the work. When I have a break, then I'll also do some posts in the group and I'll also do some social media updates. So I try to take those times to make it easier for myself. Then I'm not neglecting my 10-day marathon group, and I'm also not neglecting to do my posts throughout the day, and then yet still do my full-time job as well. So I really schedule my work according to my 10-day marathon updates and the daily schedules. And that's how I go about my everyday. But when I come home at night, I do have a schedule throughout the week as well, because Mondays and Thursdays, myself and my partner, we run a boot camp. So Mondays and Thursdays is a bit difficult doing really business after work, because right after work, we have to attend to boot camp. So when we get home, then obviously we need to attend to our personal life. But when you put in the work, you put in the work, and that's what you're going to get out. So sometimes I do go sleep 12 at night or 11 at night because I have to work afterwards, because I have to still edit my bootcamp videos so that it can go on social media so people can see this is what we are doing on social media. So I always tell my people at bootcamp, if it didn't happen on social media, it never happened. So I need to ensure that I always keep my social media up to date on what we're doing throughout the week. And any other time, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, I use that times and weekends after work to obviously spend time with my family. But after that, ensure that I also do like content for my business as well. So that's basically the schedule.
So that actually tells me also where you find your customers is in your daily habit of using in public. I know you use your product very much in social media at work. And always branded.
Yes.
We see you on every occasion that is branded. Yes, the
definitely.
That's a free advertising. So yeah, that's very much. But you're also very good with using the company events, and with your team, you also got events going. So how do you manage that? Yeah. What do you do there? As well as team.
So in my organization. Yeah. So when we came from X-Drive last year, the biggest decision that we actually made, myself and Luke, in our business was to open our own organizational group for our members only. So all my first line, second line, because obviously I was part of a bigger group. And then I decided, you know what, it's not time for me to take ownership of my organization. So firstly, that is a change that I made in my organization to focus more on growing my members. So we work from event to event. Throughout the month, Mondays, Thursdays is boot camp. From the boot camp, we basically have one theme for the month, whether it is silly socks, whether it is tie-dye, whatever the case may be, but we at least have one theme bootcamp event. And then we also do a hike on a monthly basis. So where we take all our boot campers, whether it's not boot campers, we obviously put it on social media, do pamphlets, and then market it way in advance so that we can put it out there for anybody else to join. So that is the second event when it comes to boot camp. Then I also, when it comes to my organization and my members, I ensure that we do either one shake party or a skincare party a month. Then we work ourselves towards the BBS. So that is it goes event on event and on event. So that has been basically my momentum for this past couple of months since August, where we work from event to event. And I also sit a lot with my members so that they can get clarification. That's also one thing I got from Johannesburg extravaganza when Cynthia said you need to be clear with your members, ensure that you understand, that they understand how important it is to obviously know what the marketing plan and how it works and how to get to the next level. So I've been implementing that by sitting with my members, doing meetings with them, talking about their goals, wanting to find out what they want to achieve, and I tell them how exactly they can do that. And obviously, 500 ppb, 500 ppb, 500 ppb.
Yeah, you've done an absolutely brilliant job, and also empowering your members, sharing their stories, that they get to the stage, especially with all your tasting experience that you do. I mean, that is
Yes.
just brilliant. Yes, and I mean, I think a lot of people always know, is investing in your business, in exactly, from now extra working to this leadership now to the next one. So how do you go about budget planning for them? I know last year we did in advance that people know how to start saving with their profits, not just money, but they should use their profits. So you sit down with them and then we start planning the cost. How do you go about that? That they understand it's investment in their business, it's promotions.
Yeah. So what we did last year is something that we are going to do exactly the same this year as well. We will be opening a group for the LDW Feb and LDW July. Although LDW Feb is here in our hometown, we are going to treat it exactly the same when it comes to expenses, whatever and products, so that they can know that they need to ensure that they have their products for the LDW, because that's going to serve as their meals. The same with the event that we are going to be traveling with. Now we're already setting up a plan, budgeting how much money we are going to spend for transport, how much money are we going to spend for accommodation. So we've learned from last year to way in advance, ensure that we book our place where we are going to obviously live, our tickets, so that they can feel comfortable, and also kind of include the amount of people's lives they're going to change, the profit they can make from that, and use it for the event and not use their own personal, income to use it for Johannesburg Extravaganza, because I really want them to know that they worked hard to get there. And that's the whole purpose, to ensure that they work hard so that they can qualify and get there. And I am so excited because there's so many people that is on board of my members, and they really on board. They understand the plan. So yeah, it's just now to get them to ensure that they do their qualification, volume qualifications, and so that we can just get to Johannesburg. So we're pretty excited about that.
I think that all in all is clarity and vision that I will take from you as top tips. Is there any one or more tips that you'd like to share, what people the members can have a look at? But yeah, I think clarity is
very important. If you want your organization to grow, sit down with your members, make them understand how the marketing plan works. Also for your purpose as well, to understand what their goals are. And that's also something I've learned from Extrav. So there's so many things I've learned from Extrav. It really impacted my business has been on momentum, because I didn't only go there just to go and learn, but I implemented. And that's so important of all of these big events, that you go to learn, but it's one thing learning, but it's another thing when you are implementing it to see whether it is working. So my one advice that I would like to give the guys out there who's also just starting, there's so many flows that you can do in the business, but try everything. If the one thing doesn't work, you tick it off, you go to the next, because there's so many things but you need to find the flow that will suit your personality. And once you find that, and it works for you, then continue doing it consistently, and then you'll find momentum, and then you just go further. And obviously the other advice I can give you is the fact that you need to sit with your members, make them understand what 500 ppv means, make them understand the promotions, make them understand how important it is to qualify, whether it is a bag promotion, whether it is gala events, whether it is whatever the event is. Make them understand how important it is to qualify and to basically show up. So yes. That's the best advice I have. Yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And I think this is where we end it. Thank you so much.
Wow, that was amazing. Really, really great job, Candace. What I'm going to do is go skip and go on to, we really want to hear from Tanya. She's done amazing, just qualified also for the party, etc. But I've got voice recordings, and she's got a very, very special story. I'm going to jump to this
Guys,
video.
okay, so you know the high flyer Alda, and she's been doing absolutely amazing since she started in the business. So what we're literally just going to chat about tonight is her flow, how she gets customers, what does she say to them when she wants them to reorder, how does she track everything. So Alda, first of all, where do you get most of your customers at the moment?
Most of my customers I'm getting from posting on my WhatsApp status results of previous clients of mine, and on my story on Facebook, and then by referral of my clients' results and by word of mouth of them with their friends and family.
Awesome. And so on your status and your stories, you literally just post results, our 10-day flyer and stuff like that.
Yes, results and my 10-day, our 10-day flyers. And then definitely I'm also inviting people to ask me in connection with healthy living, not just weight loss.
Awesome. And let's say someone comments on your status of, yes, what is this 10-day challenge all about? Or how did they get these results? Because I know your customers get absolutely amazing results. What is like the first thing you tell them?
I ask them if they want to know more about the 10-day results. And then I send them that little video that you send us, and then I send it to them. And then I ask them if they want any more information on this. And then I'll chat to them either on WhatsApp or I'll just call them and ask them. And then they ask the prices. Then I'll send them those combo prices. And yeah, I'm taking it from there. And then I'll send them that wellness questionnaire. And then I'm taking it from there.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so I know you are quite good at tracking what is happening in your business, because I saw your book this weekend. So you've got your book there close by, don't you? Because you always have your book with you.
Always.
Okay, so what is inside that book? What do you track? What do you write down? And all of that, like what's happening in that big book of yours?
First of all my 10-day challenges, names and their weights. I've got columns with all my teams in it. Every day I write in their weights, and then I put that into the box. And then everybody's orders and what they pay and what I get from retail, I'm tracking all those, and then I load it onto my Excel on the laptop. And then 5 days into our 10-day challenge, because most of my challenges is not in Mariesburg or in Cape Town, they're in the Transvaal and Limpopo. And so then I'm starting to ask them if they want to join the next challenge. And if they want to, then we must order their products so that the products is in time for the next challenge.
So on day 5, you already start doing the next 10 days and already reordering the products.
Yes, because it takes 4 to 5 days for the products to be delivered. So you must order the products in time for them to be on the next challenge with their products.
That's fantastic. And when you look at a normal day of yours, how do you structure your day? Do you have like a certain set time that you work, or do you have like a to-do list that you do whenever you get time to work? What's your flow?
I'm working on Herbalife pretty much every time that I got a loose minute in the day. Then I'll be with my diary or my cell phone, asking someone if they want to join, if they're not ready yet, or because some of the people say they don't want to do it now. And then I'm through the day and through the week, I'm continuously checking up on them and asking them if they're not ready yet. So I'm not at the farm. I'm not ready to just go and sit with my book for an hour or two, because when my husband walks into the house and he wants some tea or he wants his breakfast, then I need to give him his attention. So through the day, when I have time through whatever I'm doing, washing food, whatever, then I'm taking my book and WhatsApping people or call people and checking on them, asking if they want to do the challenge, and ordering and do all my checkups with my BizWorks to see where my client, my PCs, and so where are their volumes and what's going on BizWorks.
That's amazing. So guys, just to sum up, and Alda and I, we had quite a nice chat this weekend about her flow and her team and everything. They are very on it when it comes to their BizWorks. They know exactly where their customers are, their distributors are, and how close they are to the next levels. That's one thing that I realize that's really good with what you are currently doing. And I think that's a big success for you. Number two is the fact that she's tracking absolutely everything in that big black book of hers. You guys don't want to see that book. I think you're on your second book already since you started Herbalife.
Yes.
Second book. And now you got the A4 because I think the first book was the A5 one.
That's right.
Didn't realize that you're going to smash or do so well in this business. So she's tracking her orders, tracking when she's placing the orders, and she's tracking her profits. When I ask her what a profit was last month, she can tell me or show me the Excel sheet to the T, and you can tell me how much profit. Can you tell me how much profit you have up to date for Jan? When last did you fill your sheet?
Jan, 8,000 already on retail, and my points, my volume points is on 5,200 already. Next
level. That's next level. So tips that you can take from Alda. Number one, track what's happening in your business. Every free minute that you get, she's doing Herbalife super part-time. Like she's very busy on the farm. So every single minute she has, she's either asking for a referral or asking for anyone to join her next 10 days or whatever. And then, social media, you are very, very strong on your social media and super consistent in posting on a status, posting on a story, and posting posts and sharing results. I think yes,
definitely. There must always be something on my status or something on my story about either the challenge or the healthy living or the fitness, anything to do with Herbalife. You must have it on your story 24/7.
Okay, guys, so I'm quickly going to put stuff on my story so she doesn't check my story because there's absolutely nothing on there at the moment. But Alda, thank you so much for your time, and I will actually see you on the call just now. Okay.
Thank you, Marie. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Great. Is that the end? It looks like it's not. It's still, there's still a bit going. Okay. Thank you, Amr, and thank you, Alda. Oh my word, that is so great. Just to say, I really want you guys to hear Tanya's story, but her and Laverne had sick kiddies today. And I think for the value of time, we will really get a special story. She's already lost 56 kilos. She's a mom of two, working in the business, very, very part-time as well. But a very powerful story, and we will share this with you guys next week. But really a powerhouse. She's already on 4,700 volume points for Jan. And as a brand new supervisor, also doing great things. And again, this was an extravaganza attendee that really got serious
guys,
after
okay,
the event. So all I want to say is it's very, very important for you to set up your next 90 days, to know what events is going to be coming up with team events, with the company events, and really be what we say proactive. Candace did a great job in saying that you should plan, you should make a decision, start planning for the money, make sure that you have got your money in place. Besides for the event tickets, lots of people have qualified for the LDW in Feb. It's in Cape Town. Make sure that you buy your event ticket like ASAP. Set out your calendar for the next 6 months. Know exactly what it is that you're going for, what the qualifications are, and that you've got clarity, because there is nothing like understanding exactly what it is that you want to do. And then it's not like, oh my word, at the last minute, I double booked, there's a school event for my child or something that eventually, you know, makes you that you actually lose your momentum and it crashes your business for you completely because you didn't make that upfront decision, you weren't clear about what's happening. So we're starting our next challenge tomorrow. If your groups are not filled up, this is really our big driver, is to help people to get great results, to get our sales in, like Elda says, 5 days before the time she starts getting the orders for the next lap starting, because you want your people to have their products in time so that they can get amazing results. And we're also very excited that we are starting tomorrow with a lifestyle challenge. Again, you want to get them to at least have their shake and tea. Don't just add customers. We do a lot of work. We give a lot of added value, and we want to make sure that our people, this is for customers that are actually using our products. So make sure if you've got somebody in this challenge, you're still going to get their starting weight, you're going to get their end weight, take pictures. People that want to tone up and gain weight and muscle need to have that inspiration from the centimeters, from the body fat measurements, and from pictures. And although a lot of people hate the pictures, this is very important for them to have that starting point. And as we are closing off month end, really go back to your customers, go see of your PCs, where are they sitting? Maybe they're sitting on 80 points or, you know, very close to getting their 100 so that they can start qualifying. So don't just track your members, also track your PCs. Make it a goal to get 5 PCs that are in qualification for these promotions. And obviously we've got the 500 PPV PC promotion that the companies put out, these beautiful bags. Again, don't leave somebody at 480 or, you know, 450. It's not like you want to force them to buy something, but sometimes they can just upgrade an order and they can still get to this qualification, or they could get a PC down from them that's going to close off their volume for the month. And guys, the big thing is the company just launched that you can have accumulated volume for this event. So let's say you maybe dropped a month, November, December, Jan, and you could still qualify. I contacted one of my girls today. She needs 40 points because she missed in December the 500 PPV. So go and track quickly tonight. Go and check in your team who's close, who can still join us at the LDW. This is so great. And then obviously you've got to get your ticket before it's completely sold out. And we've got a whole lot of people that is qualified for our wonderful limo promo. We are so excited, but month end is not done until the fat lady is slimmed. So that's only tomorrow night at 12 o'clock. We've got lots of time. So let's go work for it. It's a neon theme. We're going to look all zhuzhed up. We're going to still have fancy dresses. I'm sorry, I'm still want to have a special evening, even though it's going in bright colors, and it's going to be so much fun. And for all the supervisors, guys, this is something that is all in promotion with MOJ. We are lifting this company. We are working together. So go look at your target. Let's build. This month is half of it. So, you know, do whatever you can so that you can really get into the game and qualify. And those of you that's busy working, again, you know, so proud of Elda. I think she's done 5 or 6 months of more than 5,000 points. Oh my word, that is so amazing. Very proud of you, Elda. This is really building leadership and building a Get Team organization. I can see you going right there. I know that you're going to be qualifying for this event and going with all the way free. But for any supervisor can go if you accumulate 5,000 points. It's an average of 500 PPV, guys. You know, like for the next 10 months, you can do this. 8 months. So let's build it, and obviously Dubrovnik is in the game. So I'm also sitting on 4,300 points, but I'm targeting 5,000. I'm going to smash it. Really still working my month in. because you've got to get your head in the game in January. So those of you that's going to go with us to Dubrovnik, go work like crazy. Our customers were broke this month. They just got paid. Let's get those orders in. Let's get more people into those challenges and really get your average up. And if you have a few supervisors, then for 4,500, 5,000 points would be a good average to have, but start building it early. I'm not going to go into that completely now, but we will definitely spend another training on that. And important, requalification ends tomorrow. If you need to fill it up, if 2,000 only, you need to keep your supervisor. Oh my word, that's nothing. You can eat your way there. If you've got an organization, make sure that you don't lose your team. You will cry later, guys. Even if you have to stretch and go to work now, please, please, please don't lose your team. This is very, very important. Okay, so this month is all set up for February already. I will share it on the teams so that you can really plan your month, know what to advertise when, to really have your goals set up and ready for February. And let's really go with this year. We want to expand, we want to create, we want to innovate and grow. So Mark Hughes says, if you want to compete with anyone, compete with yourself. Or if you want to compete with someone, compete with yourself the best you can possibly every day. If you exceed a little bit every day, you will become exceptional. We are so privileged to be part of this amazing company, and 2023 is going to be a magnificent year. But thanks again to our great interviews. Thank you, Candice. Thank you, Magda. Thanks, Amari and Alda. This was a really, really great. We got so much from you guys in your interviews. I hope that everybody enjoyed it, and we will stop the share. And thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. I hope you really got something. And let's go smash your goals for the end of Jan. And have an absolute fabulous evening for the rest of the evening, and see you guys soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.